Make this quilt for the 4th of July. Hi, I'm Jane from Poppy Patchwork, and I've designed this quilt using Moda fabrics by Deb Strain called Red, White and Bloom, and it makes a really lovely patriotic quilt for the 4th of July. You could use it as a child's playmat, a picnic blanket, or you could snuggle under it to watch the fireworks. The pattern uses a flipped log cabin quilt block, and I will demonstrate how to make this later on in the video. The fabrics will be available in your local quilt shop from January 2025 if you live in the US or Canada, or from February if you live in the UK. Of course, you don't have to use these fabrics to make this quilt. I have this quilt made from Liberty fabrics, and I have made this sample piece using French General fabrics. So you can buy this pattern and make it with fabrics from your stash or from another collection of fabrics. In this pattern you will get the measurements for 3 quilt sizes, fabric choice and quantities, fabric cutting charts, and the fabrics needed for the blocks. You'll get instructions for making the blocks and for adding the borders. And you can finish it for the 4th of July. You can download the PDF pattern from my Etsy shop, www.poppypatchworkquilts.etsy.com, and I'll put this in the description below. Or you can scan the QR code and it will take you straight to my shop. Now let me show you how to make the flipped log cabin block. So you begin by joining 2 small squares right sides together with a 1/4 inch seam, and then press the seams to the darker fabric. Join this piece to the next strip in the same fabric, right sides together with a 1/4 inch seam. Press the seams to the darker fabric, and then join this piece to the next strip in the different fabric, right sides together with a 1/4 inch seam. Press the seams to the darker fabric and join this piece to the next strip in the same fabric, right sides together with a 1/4 inch seam. Press the seams to the darker fabric. Draw a diagonal line on the back of 2 large squares in the background fabric. Pin right sides together in the top left corner with the drawn line as shown. Sew on top of the drawn line and cut a 1/4 inch away from the sewn line as shown. Press the seam towards the triangle piece. Repeat this process in the opposite corner. Add the strips in the same order, trimming and pressing. Add the background squares in the corners and sew on top of the drawn line. Cut a 1/4 inch away from the sewn line as before and press the seams towards the triangle pieces. Repeat this process with the 3rd round of strips and then finish the block with the 4th round of strips. You can download the PDF pattern from my Etsy shop, www.poppypatchworkquilts.etsy.com, and I'll put this in the description below. Or you can scan the QR code and it will take you straight to my shop.